got just one video left. It's only a little less than 6 minutes. And we'll talk about it again. And we'll finish up.
Something to drink, because that's, I want something, I make some of the stuff that you get at home.
So now this is not normal, AJ.
Hello? Hey, sweetheart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this exactly? Betty who? Oh. Well, why didn't you say? Okay. Well, what do you want? Me today? Well, why do you wait till the last minute? I wish you'd tell me ahead of time. Well, I don't remember you talking about it at Bridge. Did you talk about it at Bridge? You talk all the time at Bridge. Your mouth runs incessantly. Huh? Well, okay, I don't mean to be mean, but you just talk a lot, that's all. What? Oh, you want to meet at the mall? Okay, that's fine, meet you in. 2 o'clock? Yeah. Macy's? Well, honey, I don't think there's a Macy's out that mall. Where's there a Macy's? No, that's a JCPenney. It's a JCPenney's. I have a card with them. I have a credit card with them. I know what it is. I bought them for them. What do you mean they moved out? Oh, I shopped there not long ago. There's no way they moved out. Oh, did they just close up? Well, good Lord. No, that's good. You sure? I don't think you're wrong. Well, fine. I'll meet you at that end. I know what you're talking about there. Huh? Inside the men's. Well, of course I know where inside the men's wear is, but you better get to the right store. You're not going to be there. Huh? All right. Well, fine. Whatever. What? Oh. They opened a chocolate store. You know me, I love that. That's my favorite. What? Oh, I'll have caramel. And you'll get the, oh, you like the kind of, brown hairy ball and brown stuff. What do you mean, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the brown hairy ball kind that you like. You like the brown hairy ball. Do you speak English? Honest to God, get what you want. I don't give a shit. I mean, whatever. I won't start arguing about this. Huh? Well, no, I'll call her and see if she wants to come. That's fine. What? The vacation pictures? Oh, back on the boat? Yeah, I'll bring them. Wait till you see something about it. Well, honey, you look like a cat. No, I'm telling you, your butt cheek is hanging out so bad. I mean, it looks I mean, you must have put on, what, 30 pounds? I mean, you're eating too many of the brown hairy ball things. That's what's going on. And that's all I can tell you about it, because you got to be sucking him down because the way it's covered. Well, if you don't like looking the way you look, you should do something about it. That's what I say. Well, listen, do you want to get together? You can get an activity. Well, then I'll see you there too. That's fine. I don't know why you're so stirred up. You're the one eating. All right, then. Shit. I mean, I don't know what her problem is. The Lord, she gets an attitude. Now, let me think here. Oh. A dirty cup. A coffee cup. Now, I told my son that I was fairly sure that gypsies were coming in here at night and making coffee, drinking my coffee, and leaving dirty dishes, because I've never left a dirty dish in my life. And here it sits, a dirty coffee cup, partially drunk out of. I guarantee this has their prominence all over it. And I better go check the bathroom, for sure when they get in here and get that, they'll steal toilet paper too. They always steal toilet paper. Look at that. See, the roll's empty again. They come in here and he thinks I'm not nuts, because I saw that it's gone. Well, I'm gonna go down to the corner store here and get some toilet paper, because there's nothing worse than constipation, and you got to go and there's no toilet paper. You got to have some. So I go down to the corner store and I pick up a few things that I need, because I know there's some things I need. And I come back and I go to put them in the fridge and such, and there's another quart of milk in there. Well, I wonder who brought that by. I don't know when they brought that. Well, good, I can make use of it. It'll be fine. And let me go put this toilet paper up. You know, I'm not gonna put it in here, because sure as hell they'll steal it just like they stole the other stuff. I'm gonna go put this in the spare bedroom closet, because they won't think to look there. won't know where to look for him. At 10 minutes after 2, the telephone rings. Hello? Well, hi there, how are you? What do you mean, where am I? I'm at home, where are you? Well, what are you doing at the mall? Well, if you wanted me to come to the mall, you should have called me. I can't read your mind. What do you mean you did? Who'd you talk to? No, I didn't talk to you. I don't remember if I talked to you. I haven't talked to you in, I don't know, a month or so. You did not call me. Maybe you called the other one. Listen, I mean, I hate saying this because I hate even bringing it up, but I think you best go see the doctor. Because I think you may have that dementia they talk about, because I think you're all turned around, sweetheart. All right, well, bye-bye. All right, so at your table, I want you to do a quick review of what's normal and what's not. So go through the laundry list of everything we've talked about and see if you can highlight some of the things of not normal. Just talk about your not normal.
There's supposed to be a list that comes up here. There it is. Okay. Can you all see that? Is that big enough? I can't. It's a little blurry.
Yeah.
A little bit blurry. Okay. So normal versus not normal aging. So what did you notice in that video that was not normal?
I wouldn't want her to see me in a bathing suit.
You would want her, right, because what would she do? She certainly wouldn't hold
Right.
back, and she wasn't thinking about her friend's feelings, was
Most
she?
people are a little more diplomatic.
Yeah, yeah.
No filter.
No filter.
Right.
Yeah. No filter. What else was not normal?
Critical, very critical.
She was very critical. Yeah. She didn't have much patience, did she?
Right.
Okay. So she was critical.
Denying that she had just talked to them. It just went right over,
Yeah.
out of her head.
Had no memory of it, completely denied it, it never happens. It's not me, it must be you.
Right.
Yeah. Anything else you noticed? How about the difference between how she described she couldn't remember the word coconut in the first video.
Right.
What happened with the chocolates in this video?
Right, she was thinking of the coconut, the whole coconut, the brown
Yeah.
hairy
Yeah,
ball.
the outside.
Instead of the inside of the white coconut.
Exactly, yes. So she was thinking of the whole coconut, the brown hairy ball thing, not the white,
Creamy.
yeah. Not the white hairy stuff. Not the white, what did she call it in last video? Fuzzy stuff, or she had a different term for it. So, you know, she lost the ability to even give more detail. She was going all the way back to the coconut, the actual coconut. What else? What else did you notice?
Did she recall that phone call about meeting?
No recollection of the phone call. So at 2:10, when she got the second phone call, she had no recollection of the first phone call. What else didn't she remember?
She remembered the store closed.
She didn't remember that the store closed. How about their conversation at Bridge? She didn't remember that they had even talked about going to the mall at Bridge days before. So quite a few different memories there. And so in the second video, after the phone call ended, did she remember anything about her coffee? Or wanting to have coffee? Or wanting to make coffee? No. She just completely, that never even entered her mind. She got distracted by the dirty coffee cup that was on the table, and there's another term for that. Let's see, is it on the it's on the list there. Who did she think dirty coffee cup there and took the toilet paper.
Gypsies.
Gypsies. Yeah. So she had no recollection that that was her, and so she's blaming it on some other external circumstance or person. Okay, great.
Can we
So-
get a printed copy of these lists?
You know, I can ask Patty, because that might be possible if I have it.
She might be able to at a time put it in her newsletter,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
instead of just, you know, we're only a group of 7 or 8, but it's
Yeah.
probably a good,
And
you
then,
know, like in our newsletter that she puts out.
thank you. That's a great
She puts
idea.
out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking to see what all we covered so far. I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not very good at all, or 10 being great. How, after looking at this list and everything we've talked about so far, how do you feel your ability would be to decipher between normal and not normal aging?
Could you repeat that question? What were you after?
So rate yourself from 1 to 10 on your ability now to decipher between normal and not normal aging. How do you think you would do it?
Like 7, I would say 7.
Okay. Anybody else wanna share their thoughts on it?
Oh, weird.
What do you think?
I see about 5 or 6.
5.
Yeah,
5.
great, awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. An 8, yeah. Well, you all came up with great observations, so I think you're on there. So I think we're gonna omit the last 2, and, would you all be willing to share 2 things with me that you learned today?
I'm normal.
Woo!
And the next time my sister tells me I'm not, I'm gonna say, shove it.
I love it, you're normal.
Got it, okay. Anybody else?
I think that the visual being our first sensory perception, and so when you said something like, you're speaking to someone and you're thinking that they're listening to you, they're not, and then you can't understand, but I told you so,
Right.
I just told you,
Yeah,
and
but they didn't,
they didn't,
They
you
didn't
know, I
process it.
thought that was very insightful.
yeah, so that visual and the auditory, and then we talked about the movement is the third.
Sometimes when you have too many things going on and somebody calls, they think the best thing is to ask them to come, but I can call them back later.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, so a strategy of how to, when your working memory is full of those 5 to 8 things, and you
Right.
get an interruption that comes in, say, hey, can I call you back later? So that I don't forget what it is that you're trying to tell me.
And these kids today, you have to ask them to talk slow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, it takes, and that's part of normal aging too, it takes longer to process the information that's coming in, absolutely, yeah.
What I have a problem with, and a lot of my friends my age, I mean, they're not even in their high 80s, and you can't remember something, but 3 minutes later you can.
Yeah.
You just can't bring it up right then, that person's name or that state you were talking about, some state or someplace you went, and it's so obvious, but you just can't bring it out.
Yeah.
But then it's 2 or 3 minutes later, you remember it, and that's why they advertise that stuff on TV, Prevagen or something. Sounds like that, but I'm not taking that stuff. But I mean, what do you think about that?
So like Tifa was saying, there's a time, a delay,
Mm-hmm.
and so your brain knows it's looking for a word, she was looking for the word coconut,
Mm-hmm.
and she couldn't come up with the word coconut,
Right,
she described it, but then later, you can come up with it. Especially if your
Mhm.
brain is busy with all of these things in your working memory,
right.
it's hard to come up with that's called word recall.
Well, I had a friend in Florida, I played cards with her every week, and I seen her every day practically in different places. And she was this close to me, we were getting ready to play cards, and she just couldn't remember my name. Right then and there, and I didn't want to embarrass her or anything, I just let her call, I didn't say anything. But I know how she felt, you know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just,
It happens.
your brain went blank or
It's
something,
normal.
yeah,
And now we know it's normal.
yeah.
Happens to delay and recall
And she's
and
in her 70s.
word finding,
Yeah,
it's all normal. Especially, we talked about at the beginning, way back in the beginning, we talked about if your cortisol levels are up. So especially if you're in a stressful situation, then that word recall, word finding, memory is not gonna be functioning.
I used to hear too that if you lose your car keys, if you lose your car keys, that's not dementia, but if you don't know what your car keys are for, that's early dementia.
Great way to describe it, yeah. Well, thank you ladies so much for being here.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure to talk to you all. Please take a minute and fill out that survey, and, whatever they're cooking for lunch smells amazing.
Can you tell us how your name, I know
Sure.
it's Erin.
Yeah, it's Erin.
If you want my last name, I'll spell it.
Do you want me
You
to?
don't have to, no,
Okay.
the forms are coming back to me, so you don't have to. Give you a couple minutes, take your time.
If we don't know the date, what does that get us?
That's normal.
Friday the 3rd.
Well, I don't know the date a lot of days, cause I don't have to, I'm retired, I'm home all the time.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going with the seniors, I look at my date book and I'm guided by that.
Yes,
Either that or a doctor's appointment, that's my other social outlet.
exactly, exactly.
Familiar.
Right.
Anybody need a pen?
Thank you.
You ladies are prepared, you came to take notes, you have pens. Ask for a better audience.
Number 11, we all put forth, that's no indication of you, that's indication of we want a new senior center.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the heads up.
Okay, so,
Do they have a timeline on the new senior center yet?
pardon?
Do they have a timeline on the new senior
It's
center?
down there.
Exciting.
Again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go before my company gets there, my house, because you know, they're on their way down from Vermont. Thank you. I'll see you next
I'll
time.
see you when I see you.
Yes, so probably here at the senior center for something, you know, I like to go to these seminars.